No, but I might bite it.
So you can get your bearings.
What the hell? Boys and girls. Children and chodes. This is DHG. And I'm getting into a game that I haven't played for... oh lord, I don't even remember how long. Last time I played through it was on PS3, and I've been itching to get back into this. Red Dead Redemption, the first one. There were some rumors going around that it was getting a remake. Not a remake, a remaster. And I looked into it, it's not true. Apparently it was taken from someone using a upscaler, kind of like the PCSX2 program I have on my computer. They have stuff like that for 360 as well, but they were using that and sending out false screenshots and all this stuff to make it look like Rockstar was making a remaster of this, but they're not. So, go back and play the OG one. I decided to play it on Xbox instead of PlayStation 3 because Xbox has a higher quality resolution. It actually plays in 720p. PlayStation 3 versions, I don't know what the actual resolution is, but it's considerably lower. It's still a good looking game, but looks better on Xbox. Plus the frame rate steadier. I will be voicing on and off, putting commentary in, not every episode, but when I feel like it. Pretty sure this was made with Rockstar's Rage engine. This still looks good, even for today. Games definitely look sharper back then because the number one method of anti-aliasing that a lot of developers go for now is temporal anti-aliasing, and it just makes everything look blurry as hell. I can't stand it. There's other reasons I hate it too, but this uses multi-sample AA. That's why you get a crisp, clean appearance in even games that play in 4K native now, like on the PlayStation 5, if you play, what's the name of it, World War Z. Even in 4K it looks kind of blurry. That's because of TAA. Or some other anti-aliasing method like it. Just blurs it all up. Crisp and clear, right here you're seeing MSAA. I wish developers would stop using TAA. And if they're going to use it, put a healthy amount of sharpening on. Kind of looks like where I live.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined
I really don't feel bad about that. The expansion of America,
What I mean to say,
or
Jim, is that
colonialism,
there's a great deal
period.
of difference between an innocent and a
Because that's how
savage.
land was acquired. That's still how land is acquired.
Yes, they lived like animals.
You could buy it.
but they're
I mean,
happy.
America bought Alaska. Other countries have bought pieces of land or traded for them. But usually it's acquired through struggle, violence. That's just the way of the world.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father,
It doesn't make it
but
right.
I've heard that pretty
Doesn't really make it wrong. One group benefits, one loses. Fight for the survival of the fittest.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Not to mention, a lot of the narratives you hear just make it sound like the American Indians were the I hate saying that. So used to saying that. The Native Americans were just a bunch of peace-loving pipe smokers that never partook in violence. No, they were killing each other constantly. Just as much as we were.
John's family have made a lot of money.
Modern revisionist history tries to paint them like they're all angels.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
No, money can't buy everything, but it can make your life a hell of a lot easier. Or if you have too much, make it miserable.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs.
Sounds like
Bush.
he's trying to get in her pants,
Armadillo.
breaking his vow of celibacy. Oh yeah, I didn't set up my controls. I don't even believe I've seen an options screen at the main menu. Invert camera? Yep. That must be the x-axis. No. Camera relative. Auto center? No, I hate auto center. Flip it? No. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, I can adjust the saturation. Yeah, more color, please. Yeah, I like my games looking colorful. It does look better than the PlayStation version. Armadillo. God, it's been so long since I walked through here in a video game world that wasn't completely destroyed by the plague. Let's go into the bar and beat some people up.
Marfin! Mr. Marfin, over here!
Could you imagine how bad hookers smelled back in those days?
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired
Or
me
just
to guide you.
how bad
Hey, my
anyone
friends.
smelled back then?
Pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front. All righty, Mr. Marston, let's get.
I'm so digging this. I've been waiting for so long to dig back into this game. Fort Mercer. What the hell are we going there for?
Let's go.
Oh, I gotta go in cadence with them. I don't remember the horse controls.
Marshal, don't take kindly to that kind of behavior.
That's right.
Ain't taken nobody up to the port in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know
They're
how
not
things
Indians. They're not from India.
is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable
That
as
sky
most
looks
laid-back gyms.
really good.
I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing.
That's
Dang,
a
those girls ain't
really
even
strange
fit for a
way to
drinking
describe
man to hold
hookers.
up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Gee-up. Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's
Lee
none of my
Johnson.
That's right.
That sounds like the name of a porn star. What's your name? Thick Rick.
business. You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill. Yeah, yeah.
Easy.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Every Rockstar game is filled with shady characters. I'd call it satire, but no one seems to know what satire is. I know what it is. Okay, explain it.
Go. Bill!
Get your ass out here, bitch.
Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Don't mind me cracking my knuckles.
Right now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look
Lever
like I need
action
saving?
rifles. Love it.
Bill, please.
I'd
Don't wanna
love to
kill
have
us
a
all.
lever
I can
action
help
rifle, but they're so expensive now.
You never tried to save me before.
It's much cheaper to just go buy an
You only
AR-15.
seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
I implore you.
You implore me? You implore me.
I'd like to get a lever action rifle chambered for
You always were one
357
for
Magnum.
fancy words.
That would be a beauty.
Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge!
Look
No
at his
Dutch.
eyebrows.
And no
That must be
more
Eugene
you.
Levy's dad.
Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well,
Oh.
I got shot. He had the drop on, or they had the drop on him and he drew anyway. I wonder if he had a death wish. Vulture's like, are you dead yet? I'm hungry. That was that lady on the train. I can't remember her name. McFarlane? I still think she was a... I played a Red Dead Revolver not that long ago here. You can go back through my videos and check it out if you want to see that playthrough. But she looks like a character that was in that. I brought that up when she first showed up in Red Dead Revolver. I was like, hey, it looks like the chick that has the ranch in Red Dead Redemption. Oh, he's using a Mauser C30... What's it called? C96? The broom handle.
Well, you're alive.
Can fire fully automatic.
same.
So, how do
Drain
you
your
feel?
20-round magazine in like less than a
I don't know the
second.
polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
$15.
Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die,
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Kind of curious what kind of piece he's packing there. Kind of looks like a single action army. Bonnie. Can I bring up the map yet? What was her name? McFarlane, yeah. McFarlane. McFarlane, whatever. Bonnie McFarlane.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Focus on important people,
There's the
places.
foreman's office.
He's gonna
It's
stare at
also
her
where we
ass.
lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Hop on up. He won't bite. Giddy up!
No, but I might bite it.
Ranch, so you can get your bearings.
What the hell? Okay, I've never seen that before.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
I was just thinking that. Like, do they pay her to use her property, or...
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Truer words never spoken.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaint from me, Miss McFarland.
Oh, didn't write it to the hitching post. Gotta do what the tutorial says, or you can't progress.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't bite.
You should.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
He's still wearing the same stinky, bloody clothing. Sure, that's gotta smell good after a couple of days.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Ready, Mr. Marston? Let's mount up and patrol the ranch.
Look at all the different colors of the stars.
Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Why would I peel my eyes?
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
With my feminine itch and your trigger intuition. You're running me into the into the fence there, Bonnie.
God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all.
Goddamn pesky rabbits.
Come on then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use.
Yeah, let's knife him. Come here. I'm gonna give you what for. I do it my way. Yeah. Get over here, you son of a bitch. Yeah! 6-0. Kind of surprised anything grows in that soil.
We should keep
It looks like
moving.
the same
There's
type of
still a
soil we
ways
have
to
here.
go.
It's just a mixture of sand and dirt.
Go!
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure. Come on.
Damn coyotes, you're back! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston! Come on, they're headed for the chicken.
Kill them all, let God sort them out.
Yeah.
Come on, boys!
Oh, there's one. There's a coyote.
Be back.
I'm afraid you're mine.
We got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved them.
Okay, so that's how we trigger it.
Let's go. I'll take you back to your room.
Can't remember, in Red Dead 2, you hit both thumbsticks to trigger it, or just one?
You know, you can
I don't know,
actually
it's been a while
handle
since I played
rifle.
it.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Blacksmith. That's racist. How did you know the smith was black? I don't remember that trunk ever having much ammunition. Well, I'm gonna change my outfit here and then cut this episode off here. What was that outfit they told me about as soon as I started? Oh, it's that one. Okay, I thought they just gave me an outfit from the get-go because it was kind of like the Game of the Year edition that had Undead Nightmare included. No, I gotta go get it. Okay. Alright, well that's the end of this episode.